Yeah. Turn me up in the headphones.
What up, y'all?
Yeah.
Welcome back to the next episode of Don't Do That.
Don't do that.
Mad as hell Monday.
We mad as hell.
And shit.
Uh-oh. What's the smoke of the app while you over there choking? What's the smoke of the app?
Hype sticks. Litchi Dream.
Litchi Dream?
Yeah, that's what it says, Litchi Dream. With a little bit of cotton candy gelato.
Okay.
So yeah. Woo. And gets the eyes to watering.
What's going on, though? Welcome back. Welcome back.
I hope y'all stay warm.
Oh, man. It's cold out there. It's cold outside.
So I hope y'all are taking precautions and making sure yourself stay warm. Don't go anywhere unless you got to go nowhere.
For real.
It's cold. Always make sure you start your car up periodically. Make sure you keep that engine going. Make sure you keep your battery alive. Cold does kill the batteries. So, but today's topics, you guys, we have a couple Michigan things. One of them is in Detroit. A teen armed with a Draco shot by Detroit police.
Armed with a Draco?
Draco is like a, was it an AK-47, smaller.
Oh, a pistol version of the AK.
Yeah, a pistol version of the AK, you know, whatever. Anyways, in Walgreens, pharmacists harassed a couple seeking miscarriage medication. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting one. So, I mean...
Me, I'm just talking about what everybody's talking about. The ban on TikTok. If you turned on your phone and hit the app on TikTok like you usually do on your phone, you got a different message than you usually get. You didn't get anything that you would usually get besides a message that they will be returning soon. Hopefully. So we'll talk about that, and we'll also talk about some issues with Cash App. I don't use it. I never. Can I Cash App you? No. I always stay away from it. But now we will find out why.
So, but let's go ahead and talk about this.
Let's go.
See here, teen armed with a Draco shot by Detroit police. Now, a teen is hospitalized. He will survive. Okay, thankfully still, he will survive.
Okay.
Alright, the incident occurred Friday night in the area of 7 Mile and Forrer.
7 Mile where?
Forrer, F-O-R-R-E-R.
I know where that's at.
Okay, it's near Southfield.
Yeah.
Now, the police say that they were on patrol, stopped to investigate a group of juveniles for curfew violations. Now, during the investigation, officials said one of them continued to walk away. Officers did notice that he was fidgeting with his pants and, you know, figured he may have been armed. That's usually what happens. Now, he walked into an alley, turned around with the Draco in his hand, and that's when officers fired shots. Police struck the 16-year-old in the leg and wrist. He is listed in serious condition, but he is expected to survive. Investigation is ongoing, but I like to see people survive shit like that. So to me, that is better shooting than what we've seen. How many kids you know would have died and been shot to death, and they would have shot for the, you know, whatever.
This is what I mean, and it's really, I really hate that I have to ask this question, but I need to ask this question just for everybody out there that is like, this is the elephant in the room.
Right.
The guy that got shot, the guy who possessed the Draco, the kid. What nationality was he?
He was a black kid.
Okay. And they actually didn't kill him, so I give you props.
This guy here, now on Newsbreak,
usually
this guy's from, this Mark Ayers guy is from Southfield, and he was like, officers need better aim.
Better training?
That's not what he was talking
better
about. Better
aim?
That's not what he was talking about.
Oh, he was trying to say he should have
killed the kid. You know, and the Kids shouldn't be dead. He should learn from. And then another person, a lady named Yvonne, a child shouldn't be killed. They need to learn from their mistakes. And people are talking about how the parents should be charged and all this other good jazz. I get it, but at the same time, we gotta understand things are not the way they used to be when we were kids. Because I hear a lot of, people my age, from my generation, talking about, well, the parents this and the parents that. Yeah, our parents would have been held accountable back then, but guess what? Our parents were able to be around. Nowadays, you look at the family dynamic now, where are the parents at? Most of them have to frickin' work to pay for these expensive-ass housings that doesn't need to be expensive the way they are. Kids need help. And the only way to help them is if they fucking survive. So at the end of the day, you can call these kids monsters or whatever you want to do. At the end of the day, sometimes tough love is what they need. And hopefully this shot in the leg and wrist will help him. Hopefully these kids seeing their friend damn near dead, basically, could have died. Hopefully that shows them something also. Kids need to learn. They don't deserve to die from their actions of stuff that they've grown up seeing their whole life. So if you're not from that area, you know nothing about it. So if you're from Southfield, stay in Southfield, baby. You ain't part of Detroit. So prayers out to the kid. I hope that, he recovers quickly and he learns. And he gets another chance at life and be able to make something out of it. And teach other kids. That's what I hope for.
All right. Now, let's talk about Cash App. It's not that I don't mess with Cash App or anything because, I felt like this is a fraudulent app or this is just something that I just was never interested in it. Cash App to me, when people would hit me up with it, I think people biased me to the app on Facebook because people would inbox you and they would be like, you want to make some quick cash? I got this scam that I'm running. You got Cash App? And immediately turned me off. It immediately turned me off. I wanted to disassociate myself with everybody that was trying to do get rich quick schemes because that's how I got in trouble in the first place. Was my cousins and me trying to get rich quick instead of just going to work and being honest. So I was like, oh, whoa, Cash App, red flag, I never touched it. But now, the feds say Cash App owner failed to protect customers from fraud. Block, the parent company of the popular online payment service Cash App, has been ordered by a federal agency to pay as much as, wait for it, pause for dramatic effect, $175 million because of repeated failures by the financial services provider to protect customers from fraud. Block has agreed to pay up to $120 million to consumers harmed by fraudulent transactions or unfair business practices detailed by the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, or the CFPB. The company must also pay an additional $55 million boy, to the CFPB's Victims Relief Fund. So basically what they did with that $175 million number was they put 120 to one thing, and then they said 100, and they said 55 million. They still got fined $175 million.
Yeah, but my question is though, is that really a true amount for everybody that was affected?
Yeah, I'm quite sure.
I feel like there was definitely more money involved.
It might have been more than 55 million for people who were
I guarantee
burned
you,
by the app.
I mean, hell, there were people in the Lansing area, just simple hair braiders or, plate makers and stuff like that, that their stuff had gotten hacked. And I know that there's a lot of money in those businesses. Alright.
So yeah, Cash App is under fire right now because everybody wants to. Well, can you Cash App me this, or can you? And that's another way too. I don't know. Maybe it's just how my mind works. That's just another way of, can I borrow some money?
Right.
And we got enough of Dave the Dope Fiend shooting dope who don't know the meaning of water or soap. That's big, and we got enough of that. So I just never was. Cash App was never my bag, baby.
Never my bag.
It was never my bag.
Never my bag.
Never my daddy's tractor. So no.
Alright, so Walgreens pharmacist harassed couple seeking miscarriage medication. Okay.
Uh-oh. Here we
So
go.
if you're uneducated, please shut the fuck up.
Here we go.
Alright. At the end of the day, it is what it is. So Lansing, Michigan. The American Civil Liberties Union of Michigan and a Lansing couple are asking for an investigation and an apology after they claim a Walgreens pharmacist questioned them inappropriately and harassed them while trying to fill a prescription to treat a miscarriage. Explanation on that here in a minute. The ACLU announced Thursday, January 16th, it sent a letter to the Walgreens drugstore chain on behalf of Kristen Tweedale and her partner Jeffrey Kramer, who claims he was harassed when he attempted to fill a prescription from an OBGYN in September to treat for her miscarriage, for his old lady's miscarriage.
He was harassed.
Yeah.
Wow.
The pharmacist initially claimed personal beliefs regarding abortion prevented her from dispensing the prescribed medication before proceeding to berate Kramer and interrogate him about his partner's medical information in front of many other customers.
Okay, so
due to patient confidentiality laws, we cannot comment on specific interactions other than to say the matter will be investigated, said Marty Maloney, a media representative for Walgreens. Requests for comment from the representative with Walgreens were not immediately returned. The pharmacist eventually relented and filled the prescription. Now, there is no reason for anyone seeking reproductive health care in Michigan should be subjected to the harassment and embarrassment experienced by Ms. Tweedle and Mr. Kramer for something as simple, straightforward, and clearly legal as having a doctor's prescription filled. Subsequent attempts by the couple to bring concerns about the pharmacist's unprofessional and inappropriate behavior to Walgreens managers resulted in further scolding. We expect Walgreens to pay serious attention to this letter and take action to address the concerns we've detailed, unlike the Lansing store manager who not only ignored our clients but affirmed the pharmacist's harassing behavior. We hope that bringing our extremely personal information to public light will compel Walgreens to institute much needed changes so that others won't have to suffer through the completely unwanted and embarrassing harassment we experienced during what we already was a difficult time in their lives. Now, the thing is, what people need to understand is when a woman, if you're not a woman, you don't have ovaries, you don't have a uterus, unable to have children, shut the fuck up. Alright? Or go get an education. I got an actual college degree on the subject. Or become a woman, which we won't be able to.
I just got one thing to say.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for you to be done so I wouldn't interrupt you when I say this. Why does the pharmacist's personal opinion have anything
to do with the prescription?
To do with the prescription. It's not your personal issue, your personal feelings don't matter. You're not involved.
So,
beyond filling the prescription.
Now, if anybody is educated in the human body, they know that the thing that they use for abortions or things that they are in a Plan B or anything like that is also something that you would find in a human woman body naturally to disperse a dead child. Okay, so now a treatment of a miscarriage, what that means is that the woman's body has already killed the fetus. Alright, the woman's body has already determined that it cannot, will not, and does not want to carry a fetus. Now, what the treatment is, and a simple pill to help the woman do, is to pass the dead fetus out of her body so she does not die of septicemia, which is a rotting dead corpse inside her body. So what that pill does is it helps the body contract, which means help push the baby from her body. So, you as a pharmacist are to fill a prescription that a doctor has filled out for that patient.
Your personal feelings
So
have
you
no consequence.
Opening and parting your uneducated lips,
consequence.
obviously, because you want to talk about your beliefs and you obviously didn't take your oath, or that you don't think you have one as a pharmacist. But a doctor prescribes stuff for you to fill out to get paid. And for you to disclose this information is also a violation of the HIPAA process. Okay, so you're talking about this information in front of other patrons, which is a HIPAA violation. Her and their medication, his and hers medication, should have never even been discussed in front of other people. You need to lose your job, lose your license, and find another thing to do. Period. Now let that woman pass that dead body that's in her body out of her, so she doesn't have to go to surgery and have it done. Either way, it's going to happen.
Man.
So there you go.
All right. Now, my next one is connected to one of my iconic rants. As you know, if you watch the channel, if you are a subscriber to the channel, you know that I have a lot of content on the channel where
Various different content.
yeah, but I have the we've got Cashier Chronicles on the channel, and some of those are rants, and then we've got iconic rants, and some of those are rants. Now, the rants, because they are rants, sometimes have a negative nature. Because I might be in a negative mood
irritated
when I make the rant. That's what a rant is. So I just want it to be a public service announcement, because I had one of the viewers that hopped on, you know, and they may have commented. They may be a subscriber to the channel, or they may have just been a passerby. But, and I kind of do, but I kind of don't mean to be a smartass when I say this, but although some of the content online may be negative, it may be something that you disagree with, you have the overall power at the end of the day to scroll past it.
You see how this works?
You don't have the power.
It's like this.
You
see that?
You don't have to deal with
Do you see how easy that is?
any content that you don't have to. And that's even from your boy. I don't love you any less. I don't love you any less if you say 16 is on some bullshit today. I don't want to hear that. He's in negative Nancy mode, and I don't want to hear that today. And you just scroll past it.
Simple pimple.
No harm, no foul. And I will do the same to you on your channel. I will not, however, hop down in your comments and say, you don't know what you're talking about. Maybe the person you're ranting about you haven't given a chance. Maybe this, that, and the other, nana, nana, nana. I'm not going to do that. You want to know why? Because I don't know your life. I don't know the person that you're ranting about. I don't know the situation that made you click on your phone and start that rant. For me, the rants are therapeutic, just like rap. When I rap and I roast somebody, or somebody irritates me and I put them in a verse, it's therapy. R-A-P. Therapy. The rap Y. Therapy. Spell it out. Okay? That's all it is. I'm not mad. Not anymore. Not after I do the rant. Yeah, so don't be angry with me. You don't have to hop in the comments and ask me, do I need a hug or do I need to get another job? Because the Cashier Chronicles actually were in, I don't know, they were in 2020. So that was 5 years ago when I was at a whole other job. And they're just hilarious to me. They're just hilarious. The newer ones, Iconic Rants, are at my new job, and those are recent. But it's just therapy for me to just hop on there and rant real quick. Just like, shout out to Uncle Tim's Rants and Reviews, the channel where he rants and reviews. I love it. Bro, I support you. I'm going to put you down in the, I'm going to put him down there too so people can check him out too, for real.
Was he the guy that actually had to make
a new channel because he was ranting and people was tripping on his rants.
And they were being actually quite racist towards him in YouTube. You kind of let him down, bro.
But see, here's the thing. My skin and her skin are so much thicker than that. We're gonna laugh at you if you. We're gonna laugh at you. We're gonna laugh at you, and we haven't had one in a long time. But we will make you comment clown of the day. We don't care.
Where are you at?
We don't care.
Well, actually, I do want to know where you're at.
We don't care. If you are a comment clown on one of our videos, we will clown you, and we will mention your name if you want to. If that's how you want to become famous on 16 TV, we can do that. But that's not what we're out here to do. We're out here to entertain you and have fun and report stuff that you may not know about, because people don't watch the news anymore. They're on their phone. So guess where we are? On your phone.
And a lot of things basically means don't let it stand. Don't let it stand. Don't just, like, if we, like, for example, I'm waiting to, hear more updates about the Mercy Correctional Facility. I'm steadily looking for that.
Yeah, I want updates on all of that.
Because don't allow shit like that.
I want updates on all of that. Like, it's a story that I'm talking about on that I'll be talking about on Wednesday. That's just like, I'm flabbergasted. I don't get to use that word very often, but I'm literally flabbergasted with this story. Unreal. I'm just like, we got to do better, America, for real.
There's a lot of things we got to do better on, guys.
We got to do better.
So, alright, guys. Thanks again for coming out to see us. Thanks again for watching us, as always. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and get notified so you get notified every time we drop new content. So we will see you next time on the next episode of Wicked Wednesdays. Don't do that. Exists.